Fat Director had brought 4 new engines, 3 with names, 1 with just a number. The 3 with names were Gordon, Eagle, and Brandon, who was better known as 98462. Gordon and Brandon had an attitude and thought they were too modern to pull goods trains, while Eagle did whatever job he was assigned without fuss. The other engine's number was 87546. Now 87546 was not like most of the engines. He never said anything to anyone and did his jobs with a frown on his face. All the engines thought nothing of this. They were thankful that he wasn't rude like Gordon and Brandon. All that is, except Edward. You know, Brandon said one night, all these engines are useless in their own way, but us, we are important express engines. We are too important to shunt like Thomas or Edward over there. And do I have to get started about that 87546? He never even talks to any of us. Thomas was about to speak up, but Edward gave him a look. Edward wanted to help 87546 as well, but he did not know how. However, he soon got his chance earlier than he expected. A long goods train needed to go to the end of the line. And Gordon and Brandon refused to move, so the Fat Controller told Henry and 87546 to take it. However, Henry had trouble steaming up, so the Fat Controller asked Edward to help. Edward was delighted. The 2 engines made good time, and the journey went quite smoothly. When they got to the big station at the end of the line, it was already noon, so they decided to sleep at Vickerstown sheds. All was silent until Edward started to talk. "What a nice run, wouldn't you agree?" Edward asked. 87546 said nothing. "Well, at least we get a rest now," Edward smiled. Again, 87546 said nothing. Edward sighed. 87546, why don't you talk to us? Me, Henry, Thomas, and Eagle would love to have another engine to talk to you at night. 87546 glanced at Edward and looked away again. "Because I thought you would be like the other engines on my old line." 87546 stammered. Edward was taken aback. He was not expecting 87546 to respond so quickly. "I would do most of the goods work, since they all thought goods trains were for engines who had no purpose. They would always make fun of me, never let me sleep in the sheds, and hiss at me every chance they got. And the worst part was that Brandon was the main face of it all. We used to work on the same railway, and he was a much different engine for the first couple of days. He would do any job he wanted, and would always keep my company when the others were rude to me. But their attitude soon went to his smoke box, and he was soon the main face of all the drama I had back then. Now, I don't know if I should trust anyone, because I don't want the same thing to happen again." This time, Edward said nothing for a while. I am sorry to hear that," Edward started. "I would never do anything like that, same as Thomas, Henry, and Eagle. We know how it feels to be looked down upon, so we would never do the same to you." "Thank you, Edward," 87546 started. "It means a lot that you would say that." "Friends?" the old engine asked. "I don't think I am ready for that just yet. What about allies? Is that okay?" "I think it's perfect," Edward chuckled. "But we better get back to the big station for our other jobs. Come along." Edward and 87546 puffed off, and their journey back was very quiet. But Edward swears he saw his new ally smile, for a little bit anyways.